So this is the slide I promised about dirty data. So the idea here with Serious Decision Study was they took a hypothetical 100,000 record database and they analyzed it for different levels of data quality as well as the performance metrics. And what they found, as you can see from this, people that had very strong data quality processes in place have much higher percentage of usable records, and that cascades down through the waterfall and ultimately results in 66% higher revenue generation from any given inquiry than like an average data quality company. So definitely it's important to do this. And why the big disparity? What contributes to that? Well, so the disparity is based on a lot of things, and that's one of them can be things like poor lead scoring. If you don't have good data in your database, you're not going to get good firmographic scores. And if you have duplicate data in your database, you're going to dilute scores. So that's one of those. You could have bad email addresses, for example, that you think are good and you're trying to send emails, or bad phone numbers. And people are wasting time trying to call those people, and it gives you an inflated view of your capability, the reach of your database. So you definitely want to analyze that, understand that, so you can address it and correct it. If you don't have correct data, then records are potentially going to get routed to the wrong salespeople, or in the case of a duplicate, potentially two different salespeople trying to call on the same person, and God forbid that person they think they're calling on as a prospect is actually a customer, and you don't have a way to relate your lead records to your account records, which is something that can be done. And again, all of this wastes salespeople time. It lowers the confidence of the customer in your ability to deliver on your promise to them with your products. And I guess the last thing that I'd mention that really impacts this, again, back to personalization, is the inability to really finely personalize your communications to these individuals. It can impact your ability to develop ideal customer profiles and implement an ABM type project. In fact, I'm curious, there's like definitely a continuum of ABM at various companies. In fact, at one point I worked with Engagio and we developed a ABM maturity model, which you could go to their site and take that and see. But I'm curious, just a show of hands, who in the room feels like they're very advanced in their account-based marketing right now? Not too many people. So that's always the end of the rainbow, right? So, and I'm not saying what I'm going to talk about today is going to get you there, but it's little baby steps. It's a journey of 1,000 miles. And so these are just the steps to get there. Now, who is using like a hybrid type ABM model where content's not always particularly personalized down to an individual level, but at least you're doing things like you understand an industry, or you understand the scale or the size of a particular company. How many people have that in there? So, and then I assume the rest of you are still struggling even to get to that point, which again, these steps will help move you along that journey to getting where you can do that type of stuff.